What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you a simple method on how to create a comic illustration of Deadpool. For today's lesson we'll need some paper and something to draw with. I'll be drawing with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you like. And if you want details on this pencil, I'll leave the link in the description below. Now I want to begin by breaking down the basic shape of the head. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. We'll start from the very top. We're just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's go up to the top in the middle, draw a straight line going across from left to right. Now I want to use these two lines to help us create a circle along the top of our page to define the size of our head. So from the center, let's move up. I'm just going to mark off the top of the circle right about there. Let's measure that same distance from the center down towards the bottom. Now I want to repeat that across this horizontal line, so measuring the distance from the center down towards the left and then down towards the right. Let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we're going to start with the top left, and the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide. You can always go back and just smooth this out. And now on the side of our circle, let's add another guideline coming all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Let's go to the bottom of our circle, draw another line going across from left to right. And this is where we're going to place the eyes. Now with our circle and guidelines in place, let's start blocking out the facial features. Leaving a gap in the center, let's go to the left side, draw a short line going up, and then we'll measure that same distance from the center over towards the right. Let's fold in the brow, starting back at the bottom, bend this in and then up, just beside that center line. Let's go down to the bottom, we're going to curve the eye, we're going to go up, and then bend that all the way out towards the side. And you just want to line that up on the right side, going up towards the same height. Now from the outside, let's step in, draw a short angle line coming down and in towards that bottom line. Let's add a thick bevel above the eyes. We're going to start on the inside. We're just going to bend this up and then out. Do the same thing on the right. Let's go to the outside of the eye, step out, bend this up and then in towards the top. Now from these two top points, we're going to add a trim. We're going to go up and bend that out towards the top of the head. Along the top of the head, we're going to fold the hood over towards the right. So out here on the left, bend this up, come down and out, bend this in and then down towards the side of the head. Now you want to follow this trim down underneath the eye. We're going to curve this down and then in. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing, coming down and then in. Now along the bottom, I'm just going to mark off the chin with a straight line, somewhere around here. Let's go to the outside of the eye line, step down, curve the cheek. We're going to come in and then down. Let's go back to the outside. We're going to angle the jaw, coming down and in to right about there. And I'll pull the chin, coming down and in towards that bottom corner. Now I want to add those patches going around the eyes. Let's start in the center. Let's move over toward the left, bend this up, across the brow, and then out towards the center of our circle. And then from here, it's going to angle this straight up and out towards that outside trim. Let's bend this out and then down between the side and the eye. And then we're going to bend this down and in towards that bottom trim. Just line that up on the right. Now from here, it's going to curve this up and in towards that starting point. Now that we have our rough sketch, we're going to go back and clean this up by erasing these guidelines. And while we're doing that, I want to take a quick moment to introduce the pencil we're using in today's lesson. This is the Nik Pro Mechanical Pencil. The 5-piece set comes complete with 5 drafting pencils, 4 tubes of lead refills for all the different sizes, 2 erasers, also 9-piece eraser refills, 2 lead sharpeners, with a pack of colored leads. And all of this is neatly packed in a gift storage box. Now since I started using this pencil back in 2023, it's really changed the level of my drawings. The heavier weight of the pencil has helped me create smoother and more controlled lines. And with the wide variety of lead sizes, I can easily transition from high detail to smooth shading. And Nik Pro also has a fun color set for those who want something a little bit more lightweight. I used to think that all pencils are created equal, but since using this Nik Pro mechanical pencil, it's been a game changer for my art. Now if you want to give this pencil a try, I'll leave the link in the description below. And now let's get back to today's lesson. And now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more detail and refine the shape. Let's start with the inside edge of the brow. Starting from the bottom, I'm just going to add this thick and thin line. So going thicker along the bottom, and then just tapering up towards a point along the top. And this will give us a sense of weight to our drawing. And just working our way across the top of the eye, again going a little bit thicker, and tapering that out. I'm just going to bend the side, coming down and in towards the bottom. And then bend this in towards the inside of the eye. Set a fold across the center of the brow on either side. And let's work our way across the top of that bevel. We're going to go a little bit heavier along the top point. And we're going to work our way around that trim, starting with the left side, going up towards the top. Refine that trim along the top. Just going to fade that out along the top. Continue our now I'm going to add a little bit more shape to the outside of the head. Starting with the cheeks, just going to buff this out and back in. Come on the inside and then fade that down. We're also going to round up the chin. Now just working our way along the outside of the brow, just pulling this out slightly, and then rounding up the head. And we're going to go back again, just clean up our drawing one final time before we add any shading. Now I'm going to use the side edge of my pencil to darken up that bevel just up above the eyes. Let's add a shadow underneath the cheekbones and then fade that down. Now add a light shade to the patch around the eyes. Now we want to add a little bit of shadow around the head to give it some more shape. You want to go back and add that thin trim around those patches on the inside. And once we added a few more shadows, we'll be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's our comic illustration of Deadpool. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And again, if you want more details on our art supplies, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.